In a dramatic and somewhat comical moment during Oklahoma's 24-3 victory over No. 7 Alabama on Saturday, fans in Gaylord Family-Oklahoma Memorial Stadium began storming the field with just under a minute remaining in the game. The Sooners were firmly in control, but there was still 28 seconds left on the clock, and Coach Brent Venables' team had a 3rd and 6 play to run. Despite the clear remaining time, the excitement and emotions from Oklahoma fans, who had endured a challenging season, were too much to contain. The urge to celebrate what was shaping up to be a monumental win over a top-ranked team was understandable, but their actions appeared hasty given the time still remaining in the game. Kirk Herbstreit, one of ESPN's most respected football analysts, was calling the game alongside Chris Fowler, and his reaction to the scene was one of confusion and amusement. "Do you think they don't see the clock?" Herbstreit quipped. "They just see other people running and they just take off like sheep? They just take off?" Herbstreit's analogy to sheep was a tongue-in-cheek critique of the herd mentality taking over the fans as they rushed the field prematurely. His comments captured the oddity of the moment. While the victory for Oklahoma was virtually assured, there were still a few seconds left, and the field should not have been cleared just yet. The Sooner players had one last task to complete, a 3rd and 6 play that would keep the clock running and allow them to kneel down to officially seal the victory. After the fans rushed the field, the stadium had to be cleared before Oklahoma could finish out the game. This momentary interruption delayed the final play, but Oklahoma ultimately secured their first major win of the 2024 season. While the moment of euphoria for Oklahoma fans was joyous, it came at a price. The university will now be fined $100,000 for violating the SEC's access to competition area policy, which restricts the storming of fields before a game is fully concluded. This was Oklahoma's first violation of the policy, and the fine highlights the serious nature of field storming incidents, which have been increasingly common in college football. Interestingly, Oklahoma wasn't the only team involved in premature field celebrations over the weekend. In a similar scenario, Arizona State fans rushed the field during their 28-23 victory over No. 15 BYU, believing the game was over after a 4th-down pass from BYU fell incomplete. The Sun Devils fans began their celebrations prematurely, but officials determined that 1 second still remained on the clock, giving BYU a final chance to attempt a desperation heave to win the game. Fortunately for Arizona State, the Cougars' Hail Mary attempt fell incomplete, but the premature celebration caused a 15-minute delay while the field was cleared. As for the teams involved, Oklahoma's win was a huge boost for their bowl hopes, improving their record to 6-5 and making them bowl eligible for the 26th consecutive season. For Alabama, the loss was a continuation of a frustrating season under first-year head coach Kalen DeBoer, who replaced Nick Saban in January. Alabama now sits at 8-3 and faces a perilous path to the college football playoff, marking their 3rd loss of the season, the most since 2010. The defeat effectively ended Alabama's playoff hopes, making it one of the more significant upsets of the 2024 season.